Hello, you guys. This is Tara T. Stallings with Let's Talk with Tara. I am excited. This is my first broadcast. I have been advertising um, in expectation for you guys to let you know that I will be on. But today is today. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, as you know, if you've been following me on my Facebook page, Tara T. Stallings Inc. or Tara Tanksley Stallings. I have been going live midday with Tara for the last few months, but we had to take a break. We came back and regrouped and did some other things, and now we are going to be still going to be live on Facebook and on Instagram and also Periscope. But we're going to be doing our podcast because here I'm able to get in a little bit more depth with the topics that I want to talk about. And if you've been following me, if not, go to my website at TaraTStallingsInc.com. That's TARAST. I'm sorry, TARATSTALLINGS.com, and you will be able to see my blogs. Follow me, the great events I have coming up. So May 12th, I have a great women's symposium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's a plethora of women that's speaking on various different topics, and I am going to be speaking on the effects of hysterectomy. Now, as you know, or even maybe you don't know, I have a master's in professional counseling. I am a certified Christian life coach. So I counsel coach clients. I'm a transformational strategy life coach. And what that is, I help you strategize your life, help guide you into the right direction for whatever issue or problem or blockage you're having. So today, I just want to get into it because I'm not going to be on too long because this is the first show, and I'm glad that you are listening. Share, invite. Let your friends know, hey, she is on. This is Tara T. Stallings with Let's Talk Tara. And today we're going to be talking about breaking cycles. Breaking cycles. Wow, I've been sharing on social media for the last few weeks on my blog and various different areas about breaking cycles. And I forget the artist's name, but he has a song called Breaking Cycles. And in that song, he shares that, the enemy pays attention to your mishaps, to your downfalls, to your mistakes, even if you don't pay attention to them, to keep you in cycles. And I heard that song, and I think his name is Jonathan, and I'll find if I can see if I can pull it up later. But I listened to that song, and it's just so transforming because so often we as people find ourselves in cycles of life and we can't seem to break them. It's like we on this wheel that keeps turning and keeps going, and we can never seem to get off. We may step off for a second, but we seem to find ourselves back on that same old cycle. So I want to just share with you on this podcast about breaking cycles. Now, when we talk about breaking cycles, it's some steps you have to take to break cycles. The first step is identification. You cannot break something when you cannot identify it. You have to be able to identify that there is something going on in your life that keeps repeating itself. Okay, and I guess I need to back up a little bit. When I talk about cycles, I mean a pattern of circumstances that keep seem to happen. Now, this pattern sometimes includes um, bad behaviors. It includes relationships. It includes just all types of things that we trying to break, that we unwanted. We want to we trying to break unwanted behaviors or unwanted circumstances in our life, but we still keep finding ourselves in um, the same cycle. Well, I was sharing with someone, and they were going through something in their life, and they shared with me, you know what? I want to just move. I want to move, pack my stuff up, and move to a totally different city. They were in a state of depression. They kept finding themselves in the same cycle. So I asked them a question. I said, so what's going to be different if you move to um, a different city or a different town? Well, they shared with me, it's going to be a fresh new start. I said, okay, all right. I said, that may be true. I said, but when you move, all your issues move with you. So you're going to have a fresh new start for a while. But those same problems that you never addressed, eventually they're going to resurface. They're going to resurface. So I shared with her, what happens is we focus on the issues, the effect, and not the problem itself. We focus on the depression, we focus on the lack of money, we focus on the I'm gaining weight, we focus on the unhappiness, we focus on the effects of the problem, but we never seem to focus on the main cause of the problem. And I shared this in one of my blogs. Are we focusing on the fruit of the problem instead of the root of the problem? Are we focusing on the fruit of the problem, the fruit of the problem, which are the effects, those things that like depression, no money, low money, I'm overeating, I'm overspending, whatever it is, I'm agitated. Are we focused on the fruit instead of the root of the problem? And I shared this, and if you don't know, I apologize if I didn't share this. I am I don't want to say a Bible scholar because I'm not a scholar, but I'm a believer, and I love the Word of God, and I love the parables, the stories, the examples that Jesus gave. And he gave this uh, example of the uh, how he cursed the fig tree. If you know anything about fig trees, when you saw the leaves on the fig tree, that was an indication that that tree should be producing fruit. The effects of what should have been there, the fruit, are the leaves. So Jesus was walking around. He was hungry. He saw the fig tree. He said, "Oh wow! Let me go to this fig tree. I can get me a couple of figs off of there, and get full." Well, lo and behold, he turned the leaf over, and it's no figs. It's no figs. So the word says that he cursed the fig tree at its roots. He didn't get mad with the leaves because they were there. They were there. It was something going on with the root of the tree that didn't produce the fruit. Did you hear what I said? It was something that was going on with the root of that fig tree, and it didn't produce the fruit that it was supposed to produce. So Jesus cursed the root of the tree. He didn't curse the leaves. He didn't attack the issues, which was the leaves. He didn't attack, I'm sorry. He didn't attack the effect, what was going on. He went right to the root. See, when you address the things at the root of the problem, you fix it. Well, he said, okay, because, well, in this instance, Jesus said, well, because, you told a lie. You got leaves up here, but there's no fruit. You're not producing what you're supposed to. You tricked me. So I'm going to curse you, and since you didn't produce fruit, you will never produce fruit again. So he cursed that tree at its fruit, at its root, and it never produced again. So I use that example in our life when we going through cycles, when we trying to break cycles in our life. So often as we looking at the surface problems, we looking at the effect, we looking at how it's causing us emotional pain or discomfort. We look at that financial pain or discomfort, physical pain or discomfort, but we never attack what's causing all of this. If we never look at the root cause of a problem, we're going to always have the same symptoms. You know, and it's just like taking medicine. We go and get medicine because, oh, I'm going to take an aspirin, I have a headache. Okay, you take that aspirin and it'll get rid of that headache. But the headache eventually is going to come back because you never address the root. Where was the headache coming from? What caused the headache? The root of the problem. So when we're talking about breaking cycles, we want to address the root of the problem. We want to address the root of the problem, not so much the fruit of the problem. And I say this because, identification is the first step to breaking cycles. We have to know that it's a cycle first, you guys. We have to know, okay, what is this pattern that I keep repeating? Different person, different city, different scenario. But the pattern in my life, it keeps repeating itself. How do I change that? You have to identify first, what is it? Because what we do a lot of times is we blame people. That's the effect. We blame the people. Oh, it's them. I shared this example with you. I had a young lady that I was mentoring because I'm a life coach and counseling and coaching. And she said, you know what? It seems like every time I go on a new job, I always have issues with the staff. It's like they're jealous of me. They don't like me. Every job that I go on. And I shared with her, if you keep repeating the same cycles over and over, it may not be everybody else that's the problem. It just may be you are the source of the problem. You looking at everybody else, you're looking at the leaves, you're looking at the effects, but she never took the time to look at, maybe I'm the common denominator in this situation. Maybe it's something going on with me that's rubbing people the wrong way, that's causing some discord with between me and other people. Maybe it's not just them. Maybe it's something about me that's causing people to not like you. It's time for us to break these cycles in our life. And I'm going to be talking about cycles for a while. My time is almost up. I'm going to be talking about cycles for a while now, you guys, because, we keep repeating these cycles and we don't have to. We have to learn how to stop blaming everybody, everything, and start looking internally. Identify what is it that causing me the pain, the distress, the discomfort. Do I want to break the cycle? And what's going to be some steps I need to take to break this cycle? You have been listening to Let's Talk Tara. This is my first broadcast, Breaking Cycles, and we're going to continue next Monday. Every Monday about 1 o'clock, I'm going to be on live talking about different various topics. But today, next week, we're going to continue about talking about breaking cycles in our life because it's time for us to make a change. Talk to you next week, you guys.